Welcome to How to Make a Clipping Mask in Adobe Illustrator, presented by the Mount Royal University Library Maker Studio. In this video, you will learn how to use the Clipping Mask tool in Adobe Illustrator. For more project ideas, resources, and information, you can go to the Maker Studio website, which is found on the Mount Royal University Library website under Spaces. In this video, you will learn what a clipping mask is, how to use the clipping mask tool, and how to adjust the clipping set. What is a clipping mask? A clipping mask is an object whose shape masks other artwork so that only areas that lie within the shape are visible. So for example, in these two images, the object on top is this circle, and when we apply the clipping mask, it cuts out everything outside of the circle and only includes what is inside. Let's get started using the clipping mask tool. So here you can see I have an image in Adobe Illustrator, and what I'd like to do is put a shape on top of it and then use the clipping mask tool to only include what is inside the shape from the image. So what we can do is draw an image on top, make a shape. So I'm going to make an ellipse and hold shift so I have a nice circle. There we go. And then I'm going to get it where I want it to be. There we are. So what's important to note is that this shape is on top of this image, and you can check that by doing two things. The first one is you can right click on it and you can go to arrange, and then you can go bring to front. So I have selected my top shape and I've made sure that it's in front. You can also open up the layers window by going to window and then layers, and then opening up the layers, and then you can see the order. So the ellipse is on top of the image. So in order to use the clipping mask, you have to have both shapes selected. So you can draw a marquee around both, or you can select one and then hold shift and select the other. And now that they're both selected, you just right click and you go to make clipping mask. And what that does is the circle has hidden everything else except what's inside it. You can also use text as your shape on top. So if I just select this, right click and release clipping mask, there we go. Click off it and then click back on the shape that I drew, I can delete that, and then I can put text on top. So if I use the type tool, I can start typing, just write out some text. Oops, there we go. And now I'm just going to make it a little bigger. Okay, now if I select the text, hold down shift and select my image, I can right click and make clipping mask. And there we go. And the neat thing about the clipping mask is that your image is actually still there. So you can adjust it. You can see here, that's the edge of the image. You can't grab it just by using your selection tool though. Everything will move at once. The only way that you can grab them individually to adjust it is by using the layers. So how you do that is you open up, so you'll open up your layer. So this is what it'll look like, layer 1. Open that up, and then open up the clipping object, clipping set, and then you'll see here, this is your object on top and there's your image. So if I just select this one and then I select this little target, I can actually now move the object. So it's moving independently of the image, so I can adjust that a little bit. Let's say if I just wanted the dog in the picture or just the cat. But alternatively, I can also select the image and click on this little target And now I can move the image independently. There we go. If you have further questions, you can contact the Maker Studio at makerstudio@mtroyal.ca, or you can email the Maker Studio staff.